The Enchanted Meadow. Daisy was not like the other lambs in the flock. While they were content to graze and nap in the sunny pastures, Daisy was endlessly curious. Her mother often scolded her for wandering too far or asking too many questions. "Why do the flowers in that meadow glow at night?" Daisy would ask, pointing with her tiny hoof toward the far end of the pasture. "That's the enchanted meadow," her mother would reply, her tone serious. "No lamb should go there. It's full of magic we don't understand." Magic. The word only made Daisy more curious. She'd often watched the meadow from afar, imagining what secrets it held. One bright spring morning, Daisy decided she couldn't resist any longer. As the flock grazed, she tiptoed away, her tiny hooves making barely a sound. She ducked under the fence and trotted toward the meadow, her heart racing with excitement and a tinge of fear. When she reached the edge of the meadow, Daisy gasped. It was more beautiful than she had imagined. The grass shimmered like it was sprinkled with stardust, and the wildflowers glowed faintly, even in daylight. A gentle breeze carried a sweet, floral scent, and the air seemed to hum with energy. "Hello there!" a cheerful voice chirped. Daisy looked around and spotted a rabbit with fur as white as snow. Its eyes twinkled like tiny sapphires. "Hi," Daisy said, surprised. "Did you just talk?" "Of course I did," the rabbit replied, hopping closer. "You must be new here. Welcome to the Enchanted Meadow. I'm Willow." "I'm Daisy," she said, her excitement bubbling over. "I've always wanted to see this place. Is it really magical?" "Oh, it's the most magical place you'll ever find," Willow said. "Come, I'll show you around." Daisy followed Willow deeper into the meadow, marveling at everything she saw. Butterflies with wings like stained glass fluttered around them, and the flowers seemed to lean toward Daisy as she passed. Birds sang melodies unlike anything Daisy had heard before. As they walked, Willow introduced Daisy to other creatures of the meadow. She met a family of sparrows who sang in perfect harmony, a wise turtle named Oliver who had lived in the meadow for over 100 years, and a playful squirrel who claimed he could juggle acorns, though he dropped most of them. "This is amazing," Daisy said, her eyes wide with wonder. "It gets even better," Willow said, his voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. "The meadow has a secret treasure, but only the truly brave can find it." "A treasure?" Daisy asked, her curiosity piqued. Willow nodded. "They say it's hidden at the heart of the meadow, but the journey isn't easy. There are challenges along the way." Daisy hesitated for a moment. Her mother's warnings echoed in her mind, but the lure of adventure was too strong. "I want to find it," she said, determination shining in her eyes. Willow grinned. "I thought you might. Let's go." The rabbit led Daisy toward the heart of the meadow. The path grew trickier as they went on, with brambles and twisting vines blocking their way. Daisy used her small hooves to push through, her wool catching on the thorns, but her resolve unwavering. Their first challenge came at a sparkling stream that cut through the meadow. The water was crystal clear, but it moved quickly, and the only way across was a series of stepping stones. "You have to trust your instincts," Willow said, hopping onto the first stone with ease. Daisy took a deep breath and stepped onto the first stone. It wobbled under her weight, but she steadied herself and moved to the next one. Step by step, she made it across, her confidence growing with each leap. "You're a natural," Willow cheered when she reached the other side. They continued their journey, climbing over a fallen log and squeezing through a narrow tunnel formed by overgrown vines. Each challenge tested Daisy's courage, but with Willow's encouragement, she pressed on. Finally, they reached a clearing at the heart of the meadow. In the center stood a large stone pedestal, and on top of it rested a glowing crystal. The crystal pulsed with a soft, golden light, and the air around it felt warm and inviting. "Is that the treasure?" Daisy asked, her voice filled with awe. "It is," Willow said, his tone reverent. "Go on, Daisy. It's yours to claim." Daisy stepped forward, her heart pounding. As she touched the crystal with her nose, a warm light enveloped her. She felt a strange, wonderful sensation, like the meadow itself was speaking to her. When the light faded, Daisy found she could understand the chirps of the sparrows, the chatter of the squirrels, and even the whispers of the flowers. I can hear them, Daisy said, her voice trembling with wonder. The treasure is the gift of understanding, Willow explained. Now you can communicate with all the creatures of the meadow. Use it wisely. Daisy nodded, feeling a new sense of purpose. Luna, the brave lamb. Luna was born on a clear spring night, under the glow of a silvery moon. Her wool, soft and snow-white, seemed to glimmer in the moonlight, earning her the name Luna. She was the youngest lamb in the flock and the smallest. While her siblings and cousins bounded across the pasture, Luna often stayed close to her mother, her shy and cautious nature keeping her from exploring too far. "Why don't you run with the others, Luna?" her mother gently urged one day as the lambs played tag in the field. "What if I trip and fall? Or get lost?" Luna replied, her wide eyes reflecting her fears. Her mother nuzzled her lovingly, but didn't press further. One warm morning, the shepherd opened the gate to let the flock graze near the forest's edge. The older sheep bleated warnings about straying too close to the woods, and Luna listened carefully. While the other lambs raced off to nibble on wildflowers, Luna stayed behind, grazing near her mother. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, Luna noticed a flicker of light dancing near the forest. It was a butterfly with glowing golden wings. Mesmerized, Luna took a cautious step forward. The butterfly fluttered deeper into the woods, and before Luna realized it, she was standing among towering trees. She froze. The air in the forest was cool and heavy, and shadows stretched long and dark. Turning to go back, Luna realized she couldn't see the pasture anymore. "I shouldn't have come here," Luna whispered, her voice trembling. As she tried to retrace her steps, a faint whimper reached her ears. Luna hesitated, her fear battling her curiosity. Following the sound, she found a small fox cub curled up under a bush. Its paw was caught in a tangle of thorns, and its amber eyes glistened with tears. "Are you hurt?" Luna asked softly. The fox cub nodded, too frightened to speak. Luna's heart ached. She was scared too, but she couldn't leave the cub alone. "I'll help you," she said, trying to sound braver than she felt. Using her small hooves, Luna carefully pushed the thorns aside. It wasn't easy. The brambles tugged at her wool, and her legs wobbled with effort. Finally, the cub's paw was free. "Thank you," the fox cub said, his voice small and grateful. "I'm Luna. What's your name?" "Finn," the cub replied. He tried to stand, but winced in pain. "I can't walk well." "I'll help you find your family," Luna offered. Finn's ears perked up. "You'd do that?" Luna nodded. She wasn't sure how she'd do it, but she couldn't leave Finn behind. Together they ventured deeper into the forest, Luna keeping a watchful eye on the shadows. As they walked, Luna heard the hoot of an owl. She looked up to see the bird perched on a branch, its golden eyes gleaming. "Who dares wander the woods at night?" the owl asked, its voice deep and stern. "We're trying to find Finn's family," Luna explained. The owl tilted its head. "The fox den is near the old oak tree, but beware, the path is not easy." Luna gulped, but thanked the owl. She guided Finn through the dense forest, her little legs growing tired. Soon they reached a bubbling stream. The water was cold and swift, and Finn hesitated. "I can't jump across," Finn said, his ears drooping. Luna thought hard. Spotting a fallen log nearby, she nudged it with her nose until it rolled into the stream, creating a narrow bridge. "Hold on to me," Luna said. Finn clung to her wool as they carefully crossed the log. Luna's heart pounded with every step, but they made it to the other side. "You're really brave," Finn said, looking at Luna with admiration. Luna blushed. She didn't feel brave, but Finn's words gave her a spark of confidence. They continued their journey, weaving through brambles and stepping over roots. At last, they spotted the old oak tree, its gnarled branches stretching toward the sky. Luna heard faint yips and barks coming from a nearby burrow. "That must be your family," Luna exclaimed. Finn's face lit up, but as they approached the den, a pair of larger foxes emerged, their eyes narrowing. "Who is this?" one of them growled, stepping protectively in front of the cubs. "It's me, Finn!" the cub cried, limping forward. This lamb helped me when I got stuck in the thorns." The larger foxes relaxed, their expressions softening. "Thank you for bringing our Finn back," the mother fox said. "The forest is no place for a lamb. Let us guide you back to the meadow." The fox family escorted Luna to the forest's edge. When she emerged from the woods, the flock was gathered near the gate, bleating anxiously. The shepherd's lantern cast a warm glow over the field. "There you are, Luna," her mother cried, rushing to her. "We were so worried." "I'm sorry I wandered off," Luna said, nuzzling her mother, "but I had to help Finn." As Luna recounted her adventure, the other lambs listened with wide-eyed awe. The once shy Luna had faced the dark forest, crossed a rushing stream, and helped a fox cub find his family.